So when you think of a Payday 2 build video, you generally think of things like grinder, dodge, tank, or even now anarchist frenzy builds. Well, today I've actually got something a little bit different than that. I recently in a live stream said to everybody I was playing with, maybe we should just try some perks and builds that are actually going to benefit each other and not just benefit yourself. Because when you actually think about it, all the builds that I just mentioned, the grinder, the dodge, the tank, and anarchist frenzy, well, they're all kind of selfish. And when you think about it, the only skill that you really take that helps your team out is Inspire, which is not really that great as a team skill. So today's build video, I'm actually going to showcase 3 perk decks and some similar builds that go along with them to make them more of a team effort. Now, there are a million different builds you could do to go under these perk decks. I'm just going to show you pretty much the cookie cutter one that I use, along with some little tweaks on certain ones to just make the perk deck a little bit more effective. So as far as gameplay goes for this, now I would direct you to my recent live streams that are in the past and upcoming. Going to be using these a lot in those, but I think I will eventually put some gameplay footage up of me and my team using these. So let's get into the first one. Let's start it off. The first one, and it probably goes by the name here, we're going to be using the crew chief one. So this perk deck itself is pretty lame if no one else is really in the team spirit, but what we're generally going to get out of this is quite a lot of help for you and your team. And then there are a couple of skills that go along with this perk deck that are actually going to make it a little bit more interesting too. Let's just go through it because I don't think a lot of people actually use this perk deck. So brute strength, a great one here. Grant 8% damage reduction for your players in your group. This bonus should be double when you are under 50% health. So when you've got less health, you've got that doubled to 16% damage reduction, which is great. Then Marathon Manual and your crew's stamina is increased by 50%, and you also increase your shout distance by 25%, which is going to be important when we've got Inspire. Your crew will gain 10% more health. You will gain 20% more health. Another fantastic one. Testudo, you gain 10% more armor and your crew gains an additional 5% armor. This is fantastic. You and your crew will gain 2% max health and 4% stamina for each hostage up to 10 times. You and your crew will gain 8% damage reduction for having a hostage. Now with that in mind, let's take a quick look at the build here. So like I said, we're going to be having Inspire. Our shout distance is going to be increased. That's not the main reason, to be honest, but we're going to get Inspire because that is a really good team skill. Now then, this one's important. Forced Friendship. So once this is aced, we're going to gain some damage absorption of 0.5 for every hostage that we have to a maximum of 8 hostages. So you can tell that the crew chief guy is going to be our hostage taker, going to get as many hostages down, going to use all the teammates to do the same thing. We're going to have 6 cable ties, and we're going to get as many hostages down as possible. And then with that, along with it, of course, we're going to take Confident, just easier to dominate cops, which classes hostages, which are going to activate Forced Friendship and also the perk deck itself. Now, as far as guns and everything go, all the builds that I'm going to be showing you here are slight variations of tank builds, so we're all going to be carrying Iron Man, Bullseye for armor regen. Of course, we want transport for throwing bags, and we're going to also reduce flashbangs and increase the armor recovery rate. So this guy that I'm using here is a shotgun fella. It's got the basic shotgun skills here and all the way up to overkill. Over here we're going to take Fully Loaded and Scavenger. Now Scavenger is going to be important with the next build that I'm going to show because it gives you extra ammo boxes, but of course we want to go up to Fully Loaded. Didn't go aced on this one. Got the options of taking ammo bags as well as uppers here, so depending on which role you want to take, you've got the option of taking 14 of these or 2 maxed out ammo bags. Next up, we've just got a couple of drill skills. This is the only build in the group that's going to take some basic drill skills here. I think when you're playing with a team, someone should always have some basic drill skills, and that's as far up as we went here. Every build is going to have parkour and duck and cover for some mobility. Didn't really go for Silent Killer on this one, and then in Fugitive, didn't take anything at all. So pretty solid build here. Once you've got everything rocking and rolling with all your hostages, Forced Friendship's going to help on both ends there. And like I said, you can either take uppers on this one or extra lead for more ammo. And again, let's keep Scavenger in mind here. With every 6th enemy, you will drop an extra ammo box. Very important. Next one, we're going to actually go to Gambler now. Another underutilized perk, I think, here. Let's quickly take a look at the Gambler perk deck. Now, ammo packs you pick up also yield medical supplies and heals you for 8 to 10 health. Cannot occur more than once every 4 seconds. Now, if the gambler's current health is lower than another player's, the heal effect on the gambler is increased by 100%, and that stacks up to 3 times, which is amazing for the gambler himself and also amazing for the other people in the team. Next up, when you pick up ammo, you trigger an ammo pickup for 50% of normal pickup to other players in your team. So not only are we going to, the further we get up here, we're going to give health, but we're also going to give ammo to our teammates at the same time. Sharing is caring. When you get healed from a pickup ammo pack, your teammates also get healed for 100% of the amount. So now every time the gambler picks up ammo packs, they're getting ammo and they're also getting health back, which is absolutely amazing. More healing 1, increased health gained from ammo packs by an additional 4. Now it's really getting bumped up. And then when we go up the top, increased health gained from ammo packs, additional 4 again. So you're really getting some decent health back as long as the gambler in the group is picking up these ammo bags. So for everyone else in the group who's going to be running scavenger, is going to be dropping extra ammo bags every 6th time, and then if you have this guy run and pick everything up, the ammo goes to the team and the health goes to the team too. Now we'll take a quick look over the skills on this one too. Now what we were running when we were running our team in the live streams was that we were running 2 gamblers. So we were running 1 crew chief, 2 gamblers, and then the final one, which I'll go to in after this one. So the idea is that the gamblers will go run out and grab all the ammo bags and they will heal everybody else because nobody is taking a health regen perk deck on this one. Quickly looking into this one. So again, we've got Inspire. It's a really solid team build. Again, we've got the option of uppers on this one. Again, same with Confident. Didn't need to ace out Force Friendship here. We're going to get that from our crew chief guy. Taking stable shot here just for some stability. Pretty similar in here. Another shotgunner that I've got here. Same skills in here, so also an option for ammo bags. All the way up, exactly the same in the tank section here. Now, we've got a couple here, steady grip and fire control for some more accuracy. We've got some silent killer skills on here, mobility of course, and a shock proof because we had some spare skills. Now one thing I do want to mention in this build video, because we are covering 3 builds here, and like I said, there are a million ways you could do this. Now if you did not want to take shotgun skills here, what I generally do is I still use my high energy or high explosive rounds on my judge, so I still keep shotgun CQB aced, and I love underdog aced, but you may want to put these extra 13 points like this. And here you're going to get extra bullets in an assault rifle or an LMG or an SMG, and then you're also able to run and shoot at the same time. And look, we've still got 7 points left over, so maybe you could go a little further with shotguns if you wanted. Generally tend to go with these when I'm doing an assault rifle. You'll see in one of the builds I actually went this way, but these are the ways that I would go if I wanted to use an assault rifle. So that is the second build. We usually run 2 gamblers on this one, which is actually really, really cool. And then the final one, we're going to be looking at, where is she? Maniac. Maniac is the last one. Now, I think this one, again, is a super underutilized perk deck. This one is all about doing damage and then getting what they call hysteria stacks, and basically what we're going to be doing is building up a tolerance or damage absorption the same way that Force Friendship does for the rest of the team. So this one here, excitement, 100% of the damage you deal is converted into hysteria stacks, up to 240 every 4 seconds. Max amount of stacks is 600. So hysteria stacks, you gain 1 damage absorption for every 30 stacks of hysteria. Hysteria stack decays at 6% every 80 plus 80 every 8 seconds. So kind of confusing, but the basics of it are pretty standard. Members of your crew also gain the effect of your hysteria stacks, which is great. That's what it's all about. Change of decay of your hysteria stacks to 60% plus 40 every 8 seconds. So basically it's getting better, less time in between. Change the damage absorption of your hysteria stacks on you and your crew to 1 damage absorption for every 25 stacks. And then finally, damage absorption from hysteria stacks on you is increased by 50%. So basically, you're just doing as much damage as you can in the shortest possible time. The more damage you do, the less damage you take and your teammates take. That's pretty much the gist of Maniac. You can get a calculator out and do all the hysteria stacks and stuff, but basically that is what all that's about. Jumping into the skills. Now this one, we gave the option of a medic bag. Again, it is completely interchangeable with all the other builds. Also taking Confident at the same time. Got the extra cable ties too, but Confident again because we're going to be looking to get a minimum of 10 hostages to help with the crew chief and the Force Friendship ace from the crew chief build. This one here had the assault rifle skills that I mentioned. Going over here, this one looks exactly the same. Did what I just mentioned here with the shotguns keeping underdog and shotgun CQB all the way up to Iron Man Ace. Same with fully loaded. Again, you've got the extra lead option here too. And again, scavengers, very important. Dropping that every sixth enemy, you'll drop the extra ammo box. Again here with the assault rifle skills that I just showed. Ghost, this one also has some silent killer skills and of course the same mobility skills, and then again nothing in fugitive. So some 3 solid builds together. It does really work well. Of course the guns themselves, I'm a big M308 fan, with the ones where silent killer's used. I'm using the bigger the better suppressor. I've got a stability boost, got the scope mount, got the military laser module, got the surgeon sight, my favorite sight of all time, and then the Jaeger body on that one. As far as my shotgun goes that I want to use with my shotgun skills, I love the Raven, especially with the silent killer on there. With the silent killer skills is even better. Using the buckshot for 15% more damage, got the long barrel for more ammo. Got the silent killer for the extra damage with the silent killer skills. Got an accuracy boost. Got the military laser as well, and no sights. I think the sights look gross. And what else do we want to use here? So that's pretty much it as far as the weapons go. With the Georgia on the secondary, I love this skin, man. It's awesome. Diamond Splinter. Ammunition. Gotta love the HE rounds on this. Gotta be taking and tasing and stunning and killing dozers and the whole lot with this thing. It's absolutely amazing. Got the silent suppressor on there too, because the silent killer skills on the builds are also going to go through to be using this, even though we're using the HE rounds. Got a stability boost for some hip firing. Got, again, the military laser module for a little bit more stability, and no sight on that because they also look completely gross. So that is pretty much it. Of course, you've got the same option with throwables and buzzers. I always love the Molotov. I always love the buzzer for trying to stun people, especially cloakers, that kind of thing. I also feel like it helps to be able to dominate cops at the same time. But that is pretty much it. So it would be 1 crew chief, 1 maniac, and 2 gamblers. Get your 4-man crew together. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I'm sure there'll be a lot of go back and forth in the comments with what you would change in these builds. And like I said at the beginning, it's totally your preference with these things, especially when you're looking at what guns you would take. That's pretty much the change in the whole build there. So thanks for watching, guys. Give these a try. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.